So everyone's probably, thinking about reindeer and presents, right?
Right.
But one Meta employee, well, they got something a little less jolly in their stocking this year.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going back to Kiwi Farms for this deep dive.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, things are pretty wild over there.
Never a dull moment with that crowd.
Definitely not, no. And right at the center of this whole thing, Liz Fong-Jones,
Of course.
the former Google engineer,
Yeah.
and pretty active on Twitter too.
Ah, yes. Quite the online personality.
You could say that again.
Well, it's quite fitting, wouldn't you say? This whole thing blowing up right before Christmas.
It definitely adds a certain festive touch to the whole thing.
A touch of irony, perhaps?
Right. So Liz allegedly reported this Meta employee, Kevin Crawley, air quotes, of course,
Naturally.
to Meta for allegedly being a Kiwi Farms user.
And naturally, the Farms is losing their minds over this whole thing.
Oh, absolutely. Let's rewind a bit for some context, though.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay, so before December 24th,
Right.
Liz was, well, they were already a frequent topic of conversation on Kiwi Farms.
Their online presence tends to attract attention, let's say.
That's one way to put it, yeah.
Then, on Christmas Eve, bam, Liz drops the hammer, reports Kevin Crawley to Meta.
And by December 27th, I'm guessing this guy's LinkedIn is getting a major overhaul.
I'd imagine so, yes.
And of course, Liz, being Liz, posts about it on Bluesky.
Ah, yes, claiming victory.
Pretty much, yeah.
So predictable.
And how did the farms take that, you ask?
Oh, I don't think they were exactly sending Liz a fruit basket.
No fruit basket. Let's just say they did not react well.
The forum just exploded, all the typical Kiwi Farm stuff.
Right.
Anger, mockery, accusations.
They even dug up some old skeletons in Liz's closet, so to speak.
Ah, yes. The internet never forgets.
Well, not.
It's quite fascinating, really, how this whole thing just exposes the power dynamics of the internet.
In a way, yeah.
You have Liz with their large online following, and the Farms, infamous as it is, with its own dedicated user base.
It's like watching a car crash in slow motion.
Except everyone's glued to their screens.
Exactly.
But let's dive into this Kevin Crawley situation a little more.
Okay.
Some are speculating that this name is, it's just a pseudonym.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which wouldn't be surprising considering Kiwi Farms' love affair with anonymity.
Right.
But this raises a pretty big question.
What's that?
How do you hold someone accountable when their identity is basically a mystery?
Yeah. Good luck getting a straight answer on that one.
Anonymity is, it's like the fuel that keeps Kiwi Farms running.
It's what allows their, let's just say, unique style of discussion to thrive.
Exactly.
And that brings us to the ethics of the situation, right? Is Liz justified in reporting someone for their alleged association with Kiwi Farms?
It's a tricky question, no doubt.
Definitely. Is this cancel culture gone too far? Or is it a justified response to harassment?
I'm sure our listeners have some thoughts on this.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Hit us up on social media. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, it's a tough one for sure.
It really is.
On the one hand, you have Kiwi Farms users, and they're saying Liz is just, trying to silence anyone who disagrees with them. They see it as an attack on their community.
And on free speech.
Exactly.
And let's be honest, Kiwi Farms is not exactly known for being the most polite bunch.
No, they've got a bit of a reputation.
Yeah, they kind of specialize in digging up dirt and spreading rumors.
And harassment.
Right. So it kind of becomes this question of where do you draw the line?
Yeah, where's the line between, legitimate criticism and just plain harassment?
And when does holding someone accountable for what they do online, like, cross over into censorship?
That's a very slippery slope.
Especially when you're dealing with a site like Kiwi Farms.
Right.
They're all about pushing boundaries.
Yeah.
Using irony and dark humor to deflect criticism.
It's hard to tell when they're being serious and when they're just, messing around.
Exactly.
It's really, it makes it really hard to address the issue head on.
Because any attempt to, shut them down or hold them accountable, they just turn it around and say, oh, you're attacking free speech.
They're they're very good at playing the victim.
Yeah, they are.
And then you add this whole other layer to it.
What's that?
Platform accountability.
Right.
What are these platforms like Meta and Bluesky? What's their responsibility here?
Yeah, to moderate content.
To protect users from harassment.
It's like the million-dollar question of the internet age, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
How do you balance free speech with, keeping people safe online?
There's no easy answer.
Not at all. And each platform, they have their own, set of challenges and ways of handling things.
Speaking of which, Meta's been pretty quiet about this whole Kevin Crawley situation.
Yeah, haven't heard a peep.
Makes you wonder, what are their policies about what their employees do on these controversial websites?
Their silence is, it speaks volumes, doesn't it?
It does.
Are they trying to avoid the whole mess?
Probably.
But it also raises questions about transparency.
Right, about accountability.
Are they just sweeping this under the rug?
Maybe they just don't want the bad press.
Meanwhile, Liz is over on Bluesky, basically doing a victory lap.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's just gonna throw more fuel on the fire, so to speak.
We definitely will.
Liz might not have meant to, but they put Kiwi Farms right back in the spotlight.
And this time, it's more than just an online squabble.
Exactly.
Someone lost their job over this.
Oh.
Reputations are on the line.
This is real life,
It is.
It's not just happening on some message board somewhere.
It's a reminder that the internet is, it's not this separate world where actions don't have consequences.
Right. What you do online can affect your real life.
And the lines are getting blurrier all the time.
And as we, keep digging into this whole Kiwi Farms thing,
Yeah.
it's important to remember, the bigger picture.
What do you mean?
This isn't the first time they've been in the news.
Right.
This is not their first rodeo.
They have a history of targeting people, and it hasn't always ended well.
Their track record is, it's pretty disturbing, to be honest.
Doxing, swatting.
Even suicides.
Yeah, it's the dark side of the internet.
And a lot of people would rather just pretend it doesn't exist.
But we can't ignore it.
We can't.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, what makes people want to, be a part of these communities.
Right.
Especially one like Kiwi Farms, with its reputation.
I mean, is it just, is it entertainment?
Yeah.
Like a really messed up form of entertainment?
Maybe.
Or is it more about belonging? Like they need to be a part of something.
Even if that something is, based on negativity and hate.
Yeah, it's a complicated question.
It is.
I don't think there's like a simple answer.
Probably not, no.
I mean, some people might say it's about power.
Oh, how so?
Well, like they feel powerless in their own lives, so they try to find a sense of control online.
That makes sense.
Others might say it's about pushing the limits.
Like seeing how far they can go before someone stops them.
Exactly.
And then there's the whole anonymity thing, right?
Right.
It's like putting on a mask.
Yeah, you can say and do things you'd never do in real life.
You don't have to worry about the consequences.
Anonymity can be good, for some things.
Sure.
But it can also make people, it can make them toxic.
It can bring out the worst in people.
Exactly.
And the thing is, this kind of stuff online.
It's becoming more common.
Yeah, you see it everywhere now.
On all the big platforms.
It's like a virus or something.
It's spreading.
It really is.
It's, it makes you think,
About what?
About us. About humans. Like, what does it say about us that we made a place where this can happen?
That's a big question.
It is.
I don't know if anyone really has the answer.
No, but it's a question we need to keep asking.
We can't just ignore it.
No, ignoring it won't make it go away.
So what can we do then?
Well, I think it starts with, just being more aware.
Aware of what?
Of what we're seeing online, of what we're doing online.
Yeah, be more critical.
Be more empathetic.
And try to be part of the solution, not the problem.
Exactly.
But that's easier said than done.
Oh, absolutely.
But even small things can help.
Like what?
If you see someone being hateful, call them out on it.
Right.
Support organizations that are fighting online harassment.
Use your voice to speak out against it.
Whatever platform you have, big or small, use it to promote kindness and, respectful dialogue.
This whole Kiwi Farms thing with Liz Fong-Jones, stirring the pot, it's been a real eye-opener.
It has.
It shows you just how dark the internet can be.
It does.
And how complicated this whole issue of free speech is.
Definitely.
And how difficult it is to hold these platforms accountable.
But it also shows us that we need to have a better conversation about this stuff.
A conversation that goes beyond, just blaming each other or making knee-jerk reactions.
Conversation where everyone is involved, right?
Right. From everyday users to the big tech companies to the people making the laws.
Because if we want the internet to be a better place,
And a safer place.
we have to find a way to, to coexist.
To be respectful of each other.
Even when we disagree.
So next time you're scrolling through your feed,
Yeah.
remember what we talked about today.
Be critical.
Be empathetic.
And be part of the solution.
That's it for this deep dive, folks.
Stay curious, stay informed, and stay safe out there.